Hello, everyone. My name is Holly from Idaho in the United States. And during this lesson, we will be talking about internet addiction. So come join us and practice your English. Hello, Anna. How are you?
Hello, Holly. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very good. Nice to see you. So
Nice
it's
to see you
Friday.
too.
No, is it Friday?
No,
No, it's Thursday.
no, it's Thursday.
Thursday night. I was like, all of a sudden ahead of myself. So,
8 o'clock p.m.
8 p.m. Okay. So Thursday. Okay. And it's noon here. So it just became afternoon. So, all right. And hello, Anna Boleyn. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very good. Very good. It's nice to see you. And Natasha, hello.
Hello, it's good to see you.
Good to see you as well. So is it 9 p.m. in Belarus?
Yes, 9 p.m. sure.
Okay. So just a 1 hour difference between you guys and Spain. All right. All right. Excellent. And have you guys all had a good week so far? Anna Boleyn, have you had a good week?
Yes, thank you. A normal week.
Oh, good. A normal week, okay.
Week, yes.
Yeah. And how about you, Anna? Have you had a good week?
Yes, much better than last week.
Yeah, much better than last week? Oh, good. Yes. That's always good. It's always good when things are better. So how about you, Natasha? Have you had a good week?
Thank you for the question. I suppose that I have had a regular week, like weeks before this time. I suppose so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I've had a fairly busy week, but it was a good week. So, all right. So what we're going to do during this lesson is we are going to talk about internet addiction. So first question I have for you guys, and I assume other people will be coming as we start these questions, is first of all, when was the last time you used the internet? Which is kind of funny because we're all using it right now. So what did you look up? So I'm going to change this to before you came to Verbling. What did you look at before you came to Verbling? So, Natasha, how about you? What did you look up before you came to Verbling?
Okay, I can say that I a big fan of internet or internet games, but I usually use the internet for look up scientist information which I need for my work, and I look up education information. I mean English educational information because before Berlin I have had lessons with Russian tutor, English tutor, and I had online lessons with her and with teams who have lessons with her too.
All right, thank you. Hello, Alexander. And hello, Aiden.
Hello.
Okay. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Today it's a free day here in Spain because it's the national day of this province, and I'm
good.
Yes, I'm at work, but it's a free day.
At work at your free day. All right. Well, welcome. So, and so you are from Spain. Awesome. All right. And when you're not, there was a little bit of noise when you came in. So when you're not speaking, could you make sure that you mute your microphone? So good. Awesome. Just did that. Alexander, are you there? Okay, it looks like maybe there's some internet problems or something because we cannot hear you, Alexander. So, all right. So, Anna, how about you? And instead of when did you last use the internet? Because you're using it right now. What did you use? What did you look up before you came to Verbling?
Yes, it's a difficult question.
Uh-huh.
Because I use internet every day.
Uh-huh.
Because, for example, I normally watch my bank account and to see the state of my account properly. Or, for example, I send transfer online. Then I review my email in order to see some important information about anything. Or, for example, when I use for studying or simply to keep in touch with friends or family through Facebook.
So basically, for you, the internet is your lifeline.
Yes. A long time ago, I don't like I never thought I couldn't live without internet because a long time ago I didn't want to buy a computer. However, several years later, my husband bought it. Today, I couldn't live without them.
Yeah. So early you thought you could live without one because you didn't want to buy one, and now you aren't sure you can live without one, right?
Yes,
So,
but I don't think I have an addiction to internet because I only use it for certain questions.
okay.
No, morning, evening, night. No. When I finish my class on Verbling, I turn off my computer.
Perfect. That's great. All right. Thank you. That's great. Yeah, I've been doing something similar actually in the last week. I have been, when I'm done teaching or when done with the different projects that I have, I actually leave my office and don't come back. So it's kind of nice. So Jorge, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. And remind me, you are from
Bogota, Colombia.
Bogota, Colombia. I will remember that one day. I will remember. Okay, excellent. Anna Belen, how about you? What was the last thing that you looked up on the internet before you came to Verbling?
Yeah, I admit that I can't live without internet. I use it a lot. For example, before starting my class in Berlin, I was looking for information to help my son to prepare work for her class. And I look for a house to rent a house for the holidays. I look for the weather. I use it a lot. In my job, I use it internet all day because we are look for executive profile because I work in a human resources consultancy. Then I look at information in internet, in news and in other pages like LinkedIn or then I use it every day internet.
Okay. Yeah, and instead of what we would say we would say executive profile.
Yes.
Executive profile is how we would pronounce that.
Mhm.
All right, excellent. Yeah, I totally understand what you mean though about. Now, you said that you always have to be on the internet. Is it on your computer, a tablet, or a smartphone?
Normally in the computer.
Okay.
But I only use it internet when I really need look up for information. I don't spend time. I don't wasting time to look for something not important for me.
I got it. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. And Alexander, are you there? Can you speak? Okay. It looks like that we are not able to hear you, so there must be some type of connection issue. So how about you, Aiden? So what do you, when you're on the computer, on the internet, what do you usually look up? Or what did you look up before you came here?
I use internet and computer all the day. I'm looking for information about my work, about new courses, to help my daughters in their homework. I look for YouTube videos. I publish my information in social networks. I read about classmates or friends. I I think the also about 2 hours a day. I am in the computer only in internet. Maybe I am an addict to internet.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So maybe this class will be able to help you know whether you are or not. So yeah, excellent. All right, and Jorge, how about you? What do you do on the internet?
Well, I am a software engineer, so I almost all the day in front of my PC, connected to internet. I often look up for information related to software code, and in my job, sometimes I work from home, so internet is a important tool because it's the way that I communicate with my team, with my boss. So I don't see that like an addiction. It's just a style of life. So I can't define me without internet right now. So I use that for all my activities, just also for fun time, talk with my family, with live in another country. Even I completed a master degree by internet as well. So I really take advantage of that tool.
Yeah, it's funny because I see because that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, for me, the internet is a fun place to go to socialize with certain people, but it's also a work tool for many of us. That we use it for exactly for how you described it, Jorge. And also a lot of us, we use it to look up information and so forth. And I have started to use my smartphone more than anything, where before I always had to have my PC, but I've started to use a smartphone. So, all right. And what we are going to do is we are going to read an article about internet addiction. And before that, we have some different words. We've got the verb to tweet, the idiom in the flesh. We have endlessly, excessive, the norm, and power down. The definitions, we have face-to-face, standard, send a message using Twitter, repeatedly, to switch off, much. Natasha, can you choose one of these words and the definition and match it?
Okay, tweet. I think that is sent a message using Twitter.
Okay. Now, Natasha, do you use Twitter?
No, no, no. I really don't use Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And Jorge, do you use Twitter?
For sure.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I used to. I used to be one of the top Twitterers in Finland back in the day, back in 2006, 2007, 2008. But I have not since I came back to the States.
And you know
So,
what? I found Twitter more interesting than Facebook. In
really?
fact, yeah, actually, I don't have a Facebook account, but
Uh-huh.
I have a Twitter account because I think that people have to concentrate or to put focus in what they want to write.
Mm-hmm.
In Facebook, you can write all that you want, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's so verbose for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Twitter
Yeah.
is great tool.
Yeah.
I really enjoy reading my timeline.
Really? Yeah. I haven't read mine in a long time, but I have a lot of followers. So, and most of them are English teachers, is what they are. But I have not read it at all. So every once in a while, I'll tweet about like customer service something or whatever. But anyway, Anna, do you tweet?
No, no, never, never.
Never.
Only I have social network such as Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel comfortable because I only see news or pictures
Mm-hmm.
with some beautiful message by poets or something like that
Mm-hmm.
through my family or friends,
Mm-hmm.
and then I play a little with Candy Crush that I love.
Yeah, I enjoy Candy Crush as well. So I'm not addicted to Facebook or Twitter, but I am addicted to Candy Crush. So,
Yes, yes, but before after you make a lot of levels, sometimes you feel a bit tired because it's a repetitive situation.
yeah.
At least I need to change other place.
Uh-huh. So question for you, Anna. What level are you on in Candy Crush?
In Candy Crush, the normal Candy Crush, 200 or something more. But with
Okay.
Odus, the other Candy Crush, Odus,
Uh-huh.
I think, Owl.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah. Yep, I
Yes.
totally know what you're saying.
Yes, yes, 200 if lo que sea.
Wow.
Yes, all plays I pass 200 levels.
Wow. Okay, I see. And with the owl, I'm only like a level 100, but with the regular Candy Crush, I'm at 400 and like 446. So I'm totally an addict. So,
No.
hello, Ake. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Good morning. So it's about what, 3, 4 in the morning?
Yeah, around that time zone.
Yeah. All right. And nice to see you. So we're just going through, I'm going through and asking everybody about Twitter right now. So Anna Berlin, do you tweet?
No, I don't have account in Twitter and I don't know how to use it.
Okay. Yeah. When I first started tweeting, I had no idea how to use it, and I ended up going to a webinar back in about 2006, and this lady explained how to use it, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I ended up, I was at one time a top, like I said to Jorge, I was a top tweeter, but I went to a conference actually in Poland, and I met some of the people that I had been tweeting. So it was really cool. Yeah, so it's a great networking tool if you know how to do it. So that's the key. So
yeah, it's my problem. I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if they have any other types of webinars anymore. I'm sure you could find some on how to use it. And Alexander, are you able to speak yet?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I had some problems.
All right. Well, glad you could come. So tell us, do you tweet?
No, I've never tried because I don't have any friends abroad, and actually we have our own social network in Russia, and we don't have any. We just it is unnecessary for us to use Tweet when we have our own.
Okay. So you use Twitter when you have your own? Okay. All right. Excellent. Thank you. And okay, how about you? Do you tweet?
Yes, every day.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a specific theme that you tweet about, or do you tweet about just anything?
Usually, I use tweet as my favorite kind of. I introduce my interesting article or something like that. And today, Paul McCartney appeared on radio all of a sudden, and actually a lot of websites are connected to tweet, radio stations or radio shows or Ustream and kind of like Japanese YouTube kind of shows. So because of this sudden appearance, there's no translation on the show. So I tweeted a general idea of what Paul said in my Twitter, and that radio shows Twitters too.
Oh, okay. So you use the hashtag and everything. So,
yeah.
Yeah. That's when I used to tweet. The hashtag was not being introduced. It had not been introduced that much yet. And now when I tweet, I always forget to use the hashtag, so I'm not being heard. All right.
Yeah, at the beginning I was confused. What is that? This new idea of the type of social media, so I couldn't use it. And after that, when Ask-Click happened, I realized, it's good too to collect information, because a lot of people tweet at that time. Maybe radio stop, TV not stop, but people couldn't watch TV and listen to radio because of blackout in Tokyo area. This area was okay, but Tokyo area or north of Japan. But people can use mobile phone or smartphone. They could access to Twitter, so a lot of tweet happened at that time.
Okay, all right, excellent. And Aiden, how about you? Do you tweet?
Yes, I have two Twitter accounts. One personal. I use it usually to tweet about politics or about news, and the other one is because my wife is the owner of a small academy, and I control the Twitter account, and I publish about education, some tweets.
Okay, awesome.
Sorry, teacher. He is like the community manager of that company.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a social media manager. Do you also have a Facebook page for her thing?
Yes. We have a web page, Facebook network, and Twitter and Pinterest and all. I control all community manager in this one people company. Yes.
Now as far as the Pinterest, I have a Pinterest account and I don't understand it still. And I even have pages and stuff, but I don't understand how it's used. But I'll figure it out. I guess maybe I should go to a webinar to figure it out. So yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and go on. So, all right. So we just matched tweet with send a message using Twitter. So, Jorge, can you choose one of these words?
Yeah. Power down is related to switch off.
Yes. To power down means to switch off. Exactly. All right. And then we're going to go to Ake. Could you do one of these words?
Okay. Tweet.
We've already done that. Tweet's been written.
Okay. Already done. What else? Endlessly, repeatedly.
Yes, repeatedly would be endlessly. Excellent. All right. And Aiden, could you do one?
Excessive. To make something a lot of times.
All right. So that would be excessive. Would be, of course, too much.
Okay, too much.
Excessive, too much. Okay, excellent. And let's see, Anna, could you do one?
Yes. For example, in the flesh, face to face.
Face to face, yes. I was telling some people just yesterday that the only drawback about my job, and I have an awesome job, is that I don't see anybody in the flesh ever, except for my family. So family and friends, of course. So, all right, and then Alexander, can you do the very last one?
Yes, sir. This is our down to switch off. Oh, I'm sorry. Standard, no.
Standard, the standard is the norm.
I'm sorry. In this case, the standard is also a noun, yeah?
Yeah. In this case, the standard would be a noun as well. Yeah, absolutely. The norm. Yeah. All right. So Anna Boleyn, can you? What I'll have you do is start reading the first paragraph. But just dawned on me. Let's look at the words that we add in. So we have in capital letters. I will put on the chats. Interrupted. Available. Problem. And advance. And those are the words we will add into this reading. So bear with me while I get this on both chats. Okay. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and start. And Anna Boleyn, could you read the first paragraph?
I know I have a problem, explained 25 years old Jack Harris. My whole life revolves around the internet. I can't stop myself. First thing in the morning, last thing at night, and surreptitiously at work. I'm endlessly updating my Facebook account or tweeting something. I never seem to talk to people in the flesh. Instead, it's all done online.
All right, thank you. And surreptitiously.
It's difficult.
Yeah, that was very. You did a very good job on pronouncing that. The only thing I would say on this is the second T we actually don't pronounce. Surreptitious. Well, actually, the second T is a sh sound because we've got a TIO, which is usually a sh. So surreptitiously. So that is for everyone's benefit. What does it mean? Does anybody have an idea what this word means? Surreptitious.
Yes, is in a secret way.
Yes.
More or less.
Yep. we can say secretly.
Yes.
Secretly, yes. It's funny because surreptitiously is a word that most native speakers of English would know, but most of us would not actually say it. Some would, but most would say secretly. So when you're speaking, now when we're writing an academic paper or an article or something, then we would say it. So, all right. Next paragraph, which is actually quite small. Let's see, Natasha, could you? Yeah, you'll have a chance to read again. So, Natasha, could you read this next sentence, i.e. paragraph?
Okay. Tax addiction is a growing problem worldwide, with excessive internet use affecting millions of people's lives. Commentators.
Okay, affected. So let's stop. With excessive internet use affecting millions of people's lives. Okay, and go ahead and read the next paragraph.
Okay. Commentators say that the problem is only going to get worse. Within the next few years, Wi-Fi will be available everywhere, and all telephones will be so-called smartphones. Social messaging is already becoming the norm, and those who have opted out of social messaging services such as Facebook or Twitter will find themselves increasingly marginalized by society. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So first of all, those who have opted out of social messaging services, and then we have marginalized by society. So let's look at the first word, opted out. Does anybody know what that means? If somebody is opted out of social messaging services?
Yes, it's someone who chooses don't use it.
Yeah, so chooses not to participate.
Not to use it, yeah.
Yeah, not to participate, not to use it, correct. Okay, and then the next one, they will find themselves increasingly marginalized by society.
Marginalized usually means the edge of the society, in the edge. That means isolation or something, probably.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways, I would say isolated is in a lot of ways. So in this respect, they're isolated, or they're not. They don't know what is going on. Now, most people in all of our societies, the people who are usually marginalized are people who are homeless. The homeless are marginalized. We don't think of them the same way that we think of everyone else. So people who have opted out of social networking will no longer. They won't be. We'll say in English, they won't be in the loop. So if somebody is in the loop, they know what's going on. But if they're not in the loop, they don't know what's going on. So, all right. Aiden, can you read the next paragraph?
If you are finding yourself using the internet too much, there are practical steps you can take to deal with the problem. Experts recommend fixing some offline time to the day when you abstain from all things connected to the internet. Let your friends know in advance that you are taking this step and can only be contacted by telephone.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think we even need to let them know in advance personally. So. But it depends on if your friends are addicted or not. So, let's. Okay, could you read the next paragraph?
Okay. Separating your personal life from the office can be difficult in the 21st century. Make sure that you keep separate
Okay,
email
wait.
accounts.
I said okay. Did it? Was that okay reading?
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
No
Continue.
worries.
Sorry.
Okay. Separating your personal life from the offline can be difficult in 21st century. Make sure that you keep separate email accounts so that you don't automatically receive personal emails at work or business-related messages at home.
All right. Thank you. And Jorge, could you read the next paragraph?
Yeah. If you need to go a step further, you can stop your computer or telephone from connecting to the internet automatically. This means that conversations with friends or mealtimes with the family are not interrupted by message notifications. You can even set your router to power down during certain hours so that it's become impossible to connect to the net.
Okay, so this word right here, there's two ways to pronounce it. We say router in American English or router in British English. So router or router. So,
Okay.
okay. And then
Okay.
do remember, Jorge, this is very common with Spanish speakers that to actually pronounce the S at the end. Actually, it's common not just with Spanish speakers. A lot of people forget it. All right, and Anna, can you read the last paragraph?
Okay. Whatever method you choose, willpower is the key to success. As the internet becomes more important in our lives, finding the balance between the online world and the real world will become increasingly difficult.
Okay, and Alexander, did you want to practice reading?
I guess no.
You already did? Okay.
No. I guess I didn't.
You do? Okay. If you can, you go ahead and just choose a paragraph and read it, since we're already done.
The last one.
Okay.
Whatever method you choose, willpower is the key to success. As the internet becomes more important in our lives, finding the balance between the online world and the real world will become increasingly difficult.
All right, thank you. All right, so are there any other words or phrases that you guys do not know in this
Yes, meal times.
Where?
What does meal times mean? It's the second from the bottom.
Okay. Your conversations with friends or meal times, and that's actually breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So meal times would be times when you sit down and eat with your family. So, and, some people don't eat with their family, but the people that do. Any other words or phrases? Okay, so do you guys agree with this person that we all have most of us have a problem and we should go offline and stay away from the computer for a while? What do you think?
I disagree with more of the text or the article. But I agree in one point. So it's necessary to separate the work time from home time. I mean, it's so annoying when you are having your lunch with your family and they are connecting to the Twitter account or checking your email. I don't know. I think that there are times for do each thing. So when you are having family time, it's family time. You have to disconnect for the net.
Yeah.
But for all other aspects that maybe the tour of the router, I absolutely disagree.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have an opinion?
Yes. Actually, I agree almost regarding everything that was said in this article. But I think that shutting down your router or making some day off of the internet is not reasonable. It's not sensible because it depends on you. You consciously have to understand that it's only for the worse, that you becoming like an animal, that you are becoming addicted to the internet. And if you understand that, maybe you will cope with these addictions by yourself, not by someone's help or some vulnerable attempts.
Yeah. Okay. So, which is also what Jorge says. It's really up to each person. And yeah, I mean, something that I learned just yesterday from one of the Verbling students is about if you have screen time, either screen time either with your cell phone or with your computer or with the TV. It might make it difficult for a person to go to sleep at night because it takes away melatonin. And so I thought about that last night. So I put away my my gadgets that I have near my bed, and I slept really well. I went to sleep really early, and I'm like, So sometimes I think there's things that are affecting our lives and we don't even realize it. So, yeah. All right. Anybody else have an opinion? Ake, do you have an opinion about this article?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, maybe asking our body voice is important because human body is not made for watching gadget or screen all the time. So if sometimes it's addictive, so sometimes I do the same thing, but in the end, I don't feel good actually. If that happens, I try to get up from the computer, and I still have mobile phone. I don't have smartphone, so and my contract is not a packet data cap, so. Maybe when I go out, that's a digital detox time. I don't connect to the internet so much.
Oh wow! So
outside, yeah.
When you're actually outside of your house, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I just check the mails or that's what
wow.
Call, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And of course that's how our lives used to be way back in the day. Do you remember that? But it's like for me that hasn't happened for years, and so and in fact my mom is, I think many of you guys have heard me talk about her. She's 75 years old, and I just bought her a smartphone. And she's just like, oh, this is so awesome. She absolutely loves it, and she's completely addicted. So.
Does she tweet? I'm sorry, does she tweet?
Does she tweet? No, she's an avid Facebooker though. So I don't think she knows what Twitter is. I don't think I'm gonna go there with her. But she definitely does a lot of lurking on Facebook, and then she does that, and then one of the things she likes is she likes to use her Pandora, which I don't even know how to use, and she does Pandora, and so Facebook, Pandora, and just regular surfing and stuff like that, and she just likes to be able to have use it anywhere at any time, which is nice because she has. She isn't able to do things like she used to be able to do. So physically, she's not able to walk as much and as far and things like that. So anyway, anybody else have an opinion? Anna Berlin, do you have an opinion about this article?
It's funny because last year I was on vacation in a place. In a beach where there was no internet, in a very far away town. Then in a neighborhood there was no Wi-Fi, and the first day I was frustrating. But I have to admit that the second day I was very happy because I relaxed more than ever.
Okay. So you were much more relaxed and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like me. I actually sometimes I enjoy losing my cell phone. So if I can't find my cell phone, nobody can find me. So, yeah. All right. Anna, how about you? Do you have an opinion about this article or about this topic?
Yes. In my opinion, I think technology is part of our daily life, and I agree with the article as to we should try to avoid becoming dependent. So there should be a balance between all things. You can spend time on the internet, but it's also important to spend your free time doing other things.
Yeah, doing other things, as in having a life outside of
Yes,
technology. Yeah.
and go out to the street, doing outdoor sport, meeting with friends or colleagues, because there are people who are all day using internet close. No, I don't know how to say that. At home, inside at home.
Yeah. So basically what you're saying is there are people that are using the internet, and then what they're doing is they're isolating themselves. I want to write this.
Okay, yes, okay, thank you, yes.
Yeah, and so they're isolating themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
that is definitely a problem with a lot of, so with not everyone, but with some people, absolutely. So,
Yes.
yeah. All right,
Okay.
Natasha, do you have an opinion about this article?
Yes, of course. I suppose that it is good article because in this in this we can see a very serious problem for people for their health because technology has a big influence for us for our health, and unfortunately there are a lot of people with big internet addiction. I mean that they can be with internet all time, all day, even during night. They I mean they are doing everything by using internet, which they have by the laptop or mobile phone, even in the even when they drive in a car, for example. And yes, every people have to I mean, switch on his brain and thought about himself. But sometimes it's like illness. It's like sick. I mean, mental sick. And in this case, maybe it's very good advices about helping himself, themselves, and I suppose it can be useful for people this article.
I mean, I don't know about mental sickness. I mean, do you think that somebody who is addicted to the internet would be is so bad that they're
I mean
is,
that there are a lot of people, especially children and adolescents, who have maybe like who have mental problems because they cannot live without internet.
oh, okay. Yeah.
It's I suppose that it's like mental problems because they live like in other worlds, Yes, it's like imagine words maybe sometimes, especially if they addiction in something internet games. I mean, it's not looking up something useful or need for them information or chatting with their friend or members of their family. It's a need for them. It's like a way for the conversation, and sometimes it can be useful because it's like direction, like notice of the sense of the thought. It can be useful for them, but if they have certain sickness addiction, it's bad. It's really bad, I suppose so.
Okay, all right. Thank you. All right, well, let's go on, and thank you for all your opinions. Yeah, I think we all have varied opinions about it. I can't completely agree that it's, I think that internet addiction is not as good, but I don't think it's, I mean, not good, but is not good, but I don't think it's as bad as mental illness, but I might be wrong. Maybe in the future there will be internet support groups, internet addiction support groups. So, who knows? So let's ask and answer questions. We're going to go on. We're going to go on to vocabulary number 2. Let's choose the best explanation for the underlying expressions. We have, if your life revolves around the internet. Okay, could you do number 1?
Okay. If your life revolves around the internet, to the best explanation.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that means internet is the center of your life. So what should is the main thing? Maybe the internet is the main thing in your life.
Yeah. So it's the first thing you do. It's the last. Okay, I have to be honest. I do look at my Facebook posts first thing in the morning.
Right after I wake, I start up the computer.
And what? Okay. My phone is also my my alarm clock. So I pick it up and I quickly I turn off the alarm and then I quickly check to see how many emails I have. So that's what I do. How about the rest of you? So, Jorge, you said you're an addict. Do you check the internet the first thing in the day?
Yeah, before I have the breakfast, I check my emails.
Okay, and Alexander, how about you? Do you check the internet first thing in the morning?
No, of course. The first thing in the morning, I go to brush my teeth or take a shower, and then I have a breakfast. And usually then, after all this morning stuff, I drive to the university, and even there, I don't use the internet. Only when I get home after the work day or after the university, wow. I can afford for myself to use it.
Wow, okay, so that's very different than a lot of us. So how about you, Anna Boleyn? How quickly do you check the internet in the morning?
Maybe, for example, when I look for the weather, but until I arrive to my job, I don't visit internet web page.
Yeah, so you don't check the internet?
No.
All the time. Okay, so you're more like Alexander. And Natasha, where are you?
Oh, I suppose that I am like guys too because I haven't the opportunity and needs to use chat or, I mean internet when I am at work because I mean that I use chat in this case only if it's need for my job. But only in the evening when I'm at home and have a spare time, I can use the chat for speaking with my friends or relatives.
Okay, so only in the evenings. Yeah. So, all right. No, so number 2, Alexander, can you do that one?
If you do something surreptitiously, you do it secretly.
Yes, do it secretly. So you check the internet secretly. So number 3, Anna Boleyn, can you do that one?
If you opt out of social messaging services, you choose not to use the services.
Yes, you choose not to use the services. And you can opt out of anything. You can opt out of whatever you choose not to participate in, you are opting out. Jorge, number 4.
If you are marginalized by society, maybe if people think you are unimportant.
Yes, that would be the best one. People think you are unimportant. Think of the homeless people. In most of our societies, the homeless people are the ones that are marginalized. So, number 5, Natasha, can you do that one?
If you abstain from the internet, maybe you don't use the internet.
Yes, and abstain, for example, another one is abstain from the internet, or if you abstain from anything. For example, in my grandparents and my parents abstained from alcohol. Oh, and that's a very common a word that people will use when they talk about people who do not drink. They abstain from alcohol. All right, so let's ask some of these questions. We have just a couple minutes. So let's see. We've asked some of these. We've already asked the first and second question. Let's go to the fourth question here. Anna Boleyn, do you think that people reveal too much information online?
Yes, of course, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Now, since you, as an executive search person, so you actually, as an HR person, you actually look to hire people and you research online. Have you ever had a candidate you thought was really good until you went online and saw his or her social media profile?
No, not in the case of the executive profiles.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, is trying to find personal information.
Mm-hmm.
I think only, for example, in Facebook,
mm-hmm.
all people usually download photos and all kind of information, of personal information that I think is a little, I don't know how to say,
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous.
Okay.
On some proposals, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it is dangerous for them. Okay. All right. And let's go to the next question. Alexander, which groups of people do you think are marginalized in your country? I said that homeless people are. Can you think of other people that might be marginalized in your country? Alexander, you there? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're actually out of time right now anyway. So I do want to thank you all for your participation, and be sure to get off the internet sometimes. So, okay. Thank you. See you all later.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye.
very much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.